As we see signs of the economy growing, many experts predict that more people will enter the workforce. So what do you do to try to make yourself stand out when all you got is that resume to put in front of them? Here with some helpful tips to get the first interview, because that's your foot in the door, is money and business expert Derrick Kinney. Derrick, thanks so much for being with us today.
Oh, great to be with you, Jason. Thank you.
I think that this is part science, part art, and it's something that eludes so many of us. So I'm glad that you're here to talk about this. You say, first of all, when you're putting a resume together, you want to avoid writing sort of vague job descriptions, because we all go in there and we create our history and tell what we've done. Talk a little bit about what you're asking people to stay away from there.
Well, the key is not to blend in with everybody else. The goal of this resume is to stand out, shine a bright light on you and your unique qualifications. And what you want to do is you want to think about, how do you solve problems? When people look at resumes, what they're really asking is, can this person, if I hire them, solve the problem I need solved? I need to make more money, be more efficient in my business, grow sales, help provide great service to my customers. Can this person help me solve that? And if so, they want to bring you in for the first interview, which is the goal of the resume, to get invited to the first interview.
Okay, so that's interesting. So just to follow up on that real quickly before I get to the next thing, if I'm filling out my work history, I don't want to just stick in what my job title was. I'm trying to talk about, like, look what I could also do for you. Look, I'm kind of amazing at this in that job description.
Yeah, for example, this will be a funny example, but let's say part of your job is filing. You don't want to write out, I alphabetically put pieces of paper in order and I do it. You want to say, I'm an efficiency expert by the filing systems I use. It saves my bosses time and money so they can do more to grow their business.
That's brilliant.
See, that's compelling, and it makes them want to say, we need to bring this person in for an interview.
Yeah, I will be your organizational guru, especially with a filing cabinet. Okay,
right.
So next you say that numbers speak louder than words. Let's talk about what that is getting at there.
Yeah, numbers are the magic potion to a good resume. So what you want to talk about is, think about whether you're the secretary, the administrative assistant, you're the vice president. What have you done tangibly to grow the business, reduce cost, increase sales, increase efficiency? And you want to put percentages there. Due to my organizational ability, I helped the company increase sales by 10%. I reduced shrink or downward negative issues with the company by 5%. I helped improve morale by X%. All of those specific numbers, Jason, make you stand out, because here's, again, what the person looking to hire you is asking: what can this person do to help make me look good by hiring them? And when you can make that case very easily, numbers are the best way to do it.
Speaking of numbers, you say don't use too many words. It can actually get you overlooked. I think some people might think that more words are good.
Yeah, think about it like this. If you think about like your job description at the top of what you're best suited for, I see resumes day after day where it looks like they've written War and Peace, where they're actually eligible for every job available. You want a niche, and it's called the niches are in the riches, and that's where you want to make sure you're very clear on, here's why I'm suited for the job you have, and here's how my qualifications match up with what you're asking for. And when you do that, it brings clarity to the person wanting to hire you.
That makes a lot of sense. Last thing here, I'm always looking for, what do people do wrong? What do I do wrong? If you can develop that pattern and figure it out, then you can fix it. What is the biggest mistake that you see job applicants making, and what do they do to avoid that mistake?
Well, it's a simple mistake, but it's one that people do because they're in a rush, and that is they send the exact same resume, and if they think about it, they send the exact same cover letter to everybody. If you can just customize, use AI for goodness sakes, to customize a cover letter based on this job description, you'll be amazed at letting AI do the work for you, but you have to have that first impression that says, I thought enough to apply for your job because I'm uniquely qualified for your job. I don't want to come across like I'm qualified for everybody's job, and I hope somebody calls me.
Yeah, and anybody who reads a lot of these can spot that form letter from a mile away, too. Some good advice there, as always. Derrick, thanks so much for being with us today.
My pleasure. Thank you, Jason.
Derrick Kinney, CEO of Good Money Framework.